Now for the next segment of my 3-in-1 special. The last segment I did was Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo, but I didn't win. But the next segment is the deluxe edition of Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo. And let me move this out of the way. And let's see if I can win this time. I don't think I've ever done this game on YouTube. I'm going to be the Mark Summers lookalike here. And we're playing against Jenny and Jim.
Here are the categories.
Categories are zoology, weather, Shakespeare, Connecticut, artists, and 3-letter words. I'm going to take 3-letter words for 100.
The answer is
According to the cliche, that's just part of the iceberg. What is the tip? Right. 200.
the answer
words.
is
It can proceed chord, current, off, and saw. And saw, rather, excuse me. Rip. I misread the clue there. Now we're going to artists for 100.
the answer is
Picasso painted lots of gloomy paintings from 1901 to 1904, mostly in shades of this color. Since it's gloomy, I'm going to say, what is gray? No. And Jenny doesn't know it. There's no way I'd be on this show. Let me tell you that right now, but oh well. Blue was it. Weather for 100.
the answer is
A recent study indicates 22 to 40% of lightning flashes without this being heard. What is thunder? Yes! So I got back to $100. I'll go to 3-letter words for 300.
the answer is
Swindle, cheat, or defraud? Jim doesn't know it. Jenny. What is a gip? Artist for 200.
The answer is.
Combining her love of flowers and the desert, she painted Mule's skull with pink poinsettias. Who was, well, Jim doesn't know it. He's now a negative 500. Georgia O'Keeffe. Shakespeare for 100.
The answer is.
This comedy features a woman named Hero and a hero named Benedict, but it isn't much. Or as much ado about nothing. Shakespeare for 200.
The answer is.
Characters in this play include Prophet, a Trojan priest, and the son of King Priam. What is Troilus and Cressida? Connecticut for 100.
The answer is.
Called the Collegiate School, it was founded in 1701 to counteract Harvard's liberalism. What is Yale? Artist for 300.
The answer is.
This artist who lived in Arlington, Vermont, put himself in about 25 of his own works. Jenny. Who was Norman Rockwell. $700 she's up to. 3 other words for 400.
The answer is.
A dot on a die. Jenny says she doesn't know it. What is and Jim doesn't know it either. I'm not going to buzz in on this. A pip. Do I have the selection? No, I don't. Artist for 400.
The answer is.
When War was born in this French city, known for its porcelain at 13, he was a porcelain decorator. Jim does not know it. What is Limoges? Weather for 200.
The answer is.
A slipping mixture of rain, falling rain and snow. What is sleet? Or is it hail? I go with sleet. It's sleet. Okay, good. And Jenny and I are tied right now in the lead with 300. 3 hours, 500. Oh, it's the daily double. You know what? Just so I can have some money on the till, I'm going to go 200. Slang for imprudent talk. Your parents didn't want you to give them any. What is the lip? I could have gone more on that, but oh well. I'm going to go to zoology for 100.
The answer is
Another name for the frigate bird or a Portuguese jellyfish. Jenny says, what is a man o' war? Weather for 300.
the answer is
This term for a tropical cyclone is the Far East equivalent of a hurricane. What is a typhoon? Shakespeare for 300.
the answer is
Make no mistake, this play about twins was musicalized as the boys from Syracuse? There we go. What is the comedy of errors? I'm actually in the lead. Shakespeare for 400.
the answer is
This play is set partially in Corellia, as you can tell from the title. Jim. What is Coriolanus? Weather for 400.
the answer is
Arizona black blizzards created by a mix of high wet winds from the tropics and dry ground air. What are dust storms? Jim is still in last place. Artist for 500.
the answer is
Last name of the American artist who had artistic sons named Titian, Raphael, and Rembrandt. Who is Peale? How much was that worth? 500. So that puts Jim in the lead. Now I'm in second place. Connecticut 200.
the answer is
This large island lies across the water from most of Connecticut's shoreline. What is Long Island? And now Jenny and Jim are tied for the lead. Shakespeare for 500.
the answer is
He was banished from Verona for killing Tybalt. Tybalt. Who was that? It's from Romeo and Juliet, I believe. Who was that? I think I've seen the Romeo and Juliet before. Jim doesn't know it either. Who was that? Romeo, okay. Geology 200.
the answer is
All lions are cats, and all sea lions are these. Seals? Yes. Weather for 500.
the answer is
The National Weather Service defines this as a considerable snowfall with winds over 35 miles per hour. Oh, I might know it, but... Was it a hailstorm? No, a blizzard. Never mind. $300, Connecticut.
The answer is.
The city of Bridgeport holds an annual festival honoring this famous showman and former mayor. Not Jerry Springer, is it? P.T. Barnum. Thank you. Connecticut,
The answer
400. The oldest U.S. newspaper continuously published under the same name is this city's current. What is Hartford? Hartford.
The answer is.
300. Two types of these furry creatures are the Corsac and the Kit. What are foxes? Thank you there.
The answer is.
Geology for 400, I think. For lunch, they may seize a drinking antelope by its snout and pull it under the water. What are alligators? That was my dinner coming in. I just had something really hot and I didn't know it. The eggs of a fish in the ovary or big deer. What is... So that puts me back in second place, actually. What is roe? Connecticut for 500.
The answer is.
Yankee peddlers sold pieces of wood that looked like this spice, hence the state nickname. Jenny doesn't know it, so it looks like she's going to go first in Double Jeopardy. If Jen buzzes in but gets it wrong, I'll have the lead. See if I have the lead. Will I? Yes, I will. Nutmeg. And now on to Double Jeopardy. And the categories this time are Colonial America, People, the French Revolution, International Trivia, TV Trivia, and Song Lyrics. I'll take TV. No, I'm not in the lead. I'm not in last place, actually. Well, anyway, TV Trivia for 200 anyway. In 1986, this foreign network nicknamed Auntie Beeb celebrated its 50th anniversary. Oh, Jenny buzzed in. Was the BBC? Yep. I guess Jenny was just a half-second faster than I was. TV Trivia 400.
The answer is.
This canine was Jeff Miller's, Timmy Martin, and Corey Stewart's best friend in that order. I could be wrong on this, but who is Lassie? No, I'm right. TV Trivia for 600.
The answer is.
On Petticoat Junction, Billy and Bobby and Betty Bradley all had this middle name. What is Joe? TV Trivia 800.
The answer is.
On the Mary Tyler Moore Show, this character's dermatologist husband was never seen. Phyllis Lindstrom. People for 200.
The answer is.
She was the Grand Marshal of the 50th and 100th Tournament of Roses Parades. Who is Shirley Temple Black? People for 400.
The answer is.
Born in Martinez, California, this Yankee Clipper was a Californian long before he married Marilyn. Jim doesn't know it. Who is Joe DiMaggio? People for 600, and that's one of the daily doubles. I'm sure she's probably going to bid the whole thing. She got it. Who is Frank Borman? Song lyrics 200.
The answer is.
There's heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens right down yonder there. Jenny says, was in New Orleans. TV trivia for $1,000.
The answer is.
Nick Adams starred in this 1959 series about an ex-confident soldier. What was the rebel? I'm just eating some beans right now, folks, so... The French Revolution for 200.
The answer is.
The reign of this ended with the death of Robespierre. What is, and Jim doesn't know it. Jenny. She doesn't know it either. What is terror? the French Revolution for
The answer
400.
is
Written during the Revolution in 1792 and then banned, it later became the national anthem. Star Spangled Banner, is that what they're talking about? No, the Marseillaise. I think that's right. Might be how it's pronounced. 600, the French Revolution.
the answer is
This famous quote is from a worker by the philosopher Rousseau, not Marie Antoinette. What is? Let them eat cake. People for 800.
the answer is
When this Rear Window actor graduated from Princeton, Josh Logan gave him his first acting job. Jim? Who was Jimmy Stewart? So that's probably going to put him in the lead, is it? Yes, it does. Or not in the lead, sorry. Second place. Song lyrics for 400.
the answer is
She's urged to wait until the sun shines. Who is Nelly? So that puts Jim up to 2100. International trivia for 200.
the answer is
Some of these African little people can get their protein from eating winged termites. One of the pygmies. Colonial America 200.
the answer is
Though he was a real military leader, Longfellow's poem about courtship is fictitious. Jim. Who was Miles Standish. International Trivia 400. That's one of the daily doubles. Has the other one been found yet? I have to remember that. Anyway, here's the clue. The current official name of the Mounties. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And he bet everything. Colonial America
the answer
400.
is
The rich could afford to buy this sweetener, but ordinary folks were stuck with molasses and honey. Jim does not know it. What is sugar? Song lyrics for 600.
the answer is
Line that follows, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight walking in one of these. What is a winter wonderland? People for 1,000.
the answer is
Founder of the California Missions beatified in September 1988 despite Indian protests. Jim, who is Junipero Serra, something like that. 5,200 he's up to. Song lyrics for 800.
the answer is
Just an old sweet song keeps this state on my mind. Jenny. What is, and she doesn't know it. But she's still in second place. That puts her down to 1,600. What is Georgia? Song lyrics for
The
$1,000.
answer is
It's who Hank Williams asked, "How's about saving all your time for me?" Jenny. Who is Hey Good Looking? International Trivia 600.
the answer is
The color of Bermuda's buses and beaches. What is pink? $3,200. Which is up to the French Revolution for
the
$800.
answer is
Where the Third Estate swore they wouldn't disband until they had a constitution. What is a tennis court? Or what was a tennis court, rather? The French Revolution for
the answer
$1,000.
is
Called the Society of Friends of the Constitution, it was more commonly known as this club. Jim. And he does not know it. Who are the Jacobins? Jacobins or something. Colonial America 600.
the answer is
It was a wooden framework used to expose people to ridicule. Jenny. She doesn't know it. A pillory. Or pillory or something like that. Colonial America
the answer
800.
is
This Pontooc's Indian who befriended the Pilgrims was also known as Tisquantum. Who was Squanto?
the answer is
Maybe 800. This Bohemian capital took its name from the family name of England's King William III. Jim, what is Nassau? So it gives them $5,000. Colonial America for $1,000.
the answer is
Puritan and Bradstreet and Phyllis Wheatley's A Black Slave became famous by writing these. What are poems? That's what I should have said. And now the last clue. Is it the other Daily Double or not?
the answer
Okay,
is
no, the other Daily Double had already been found. These Pacific islands, known for their odd wildlife, are also called the Archipelago de Colon. Jenny. What are they? And she doesn't know it. I don't think Jim's gonna... Oh, yes, he is gonna buzz in. Is he gonna get it right? Yep, the Galapagos Islands. Oh, you never know what could happen in Final Jeopardy. And this time I won't turn around because the wagers don't show here. National parks. And we won't know the clue until after until it's my turn either. $1,000. The Painted Desert is part of this park, known for Indian ruins and rock-hard wood. I'm probably way wrong on this, but what is Yellowstone National Park? Probably not it, but...
Final Jeopardy answer is...
What was the correct response? The Petrified Forest. So I was not even it was not even a park to begin with. Or wasn't it? Anyway, I missed it, so I go down to 100. Jenny missed it. She probably bet everything. And let's hope Jim got it wrong. He did. He probably didn't bet everything anyway. No, he didn't. So he would have been the winner no matter what. But this time I'm following second place with $100. This is a tough game here. Anyway, that'll do it for this segment. See y'all for the next one.